give this a shot. Although... That is a... What is this? Why are there so many chapters to this? Holy crap. Jeez. Why do I get the feeling that beating story mode for this game will take as long as it takes to beat Persona 4 in general? Jeez, that's crazy. Alright, let's give this a shot. Mysterious Guest, Chapter 1. Oh dude, you did it already? Why are you... Why are you even watching this stream? Not that I don't appreciate the support.
So you will not require our assistance. Is that correct?
Very well. In that case, there is nothing more to
Igor
be said.
sounds a little different than usual.
As for your presence here, this room is ordinarily only accessible to those bound by a contract.
Oh. Sorry, Pretty. I tried that a bit earlier. It didn't go so well, so I thought maybe I should start off with story mode. And actually take a bit of time to learn the game. Oh, you can hear the... Once through the stream and through your mic. Okay, yeah. No, that's fair, as long as it's not, like, distinctly loud.
You are fated to refine your power. You will most definitely require our assistance.
Voice actor really... I heard something happened to the original Igor voice actor, but I can't really confirm this.
Until we meet again.
But that is
Farewell.
definitely not the usual guy. Yeah, I know, Golden. Sadly, I don't have... I don't have a headphone jack on my TV. It's really annoying.
Are you certain about this? Our domain is indivisible from the destiny of our guests. Nothing meaningless happens in this room.
Wait, Naoto too? Oh, jeez. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't miss the original Margaret's voice actor, although I really can't tell the difference right now. Igor, as much as I had issues with his original voice acting, it was at least distinct. This one kind of sounds a bit too vanilla. Oh yeah, Troy Baker, I think. Yeah, he's like everybody. Oh, okay. So if Naoto's the same as... Wow, they did a really good job casting.
Which can only mean that the fate of our visitor just now will be...
Margaret?
Pardon. I spoke out of turn. We are only allowed to watch over and assist those guests who are bound by the terms of the contract.
Indeed.
So, the young man Yu Narukami is tied to our recent guest's fate.
Oh?
I wonder what fate, or rather, encounter will await him. Yu Narukami. Now that's a guest who never ceases to amaze.
Oh yeah. Good call on that, Prinny. I was just thinking she didn't sound similar at all. Probably better in the long run anyways. See, we're gonna go through a lot of visual novel style text here, and then once we get to the fighting sections, I'm going to totally embarrass myself, so be prepared.
I had a hunch this was gonna happen.
Well, your hunch isn't getting us anywhere. What are we supposed to do? There's not a single open seat.
That's just how it goes at June Esther and Golden Week. And on Children's Day at that.
So they're really compressing the
If it wasn't
timeline
this busy,
of
we'd
this.
be out of business by now.
Today's Children's Day?
Uh-oh. He's thinking about Nanako right now.
Huh? I should.
This is the funny thing about Persona, and I'm probably gonna cut into a bunch of diatribes here in the middle, but you didn't really have much of a personality until the anime came out. Have you, like, you play the game, you know, he's pretty much a blank slate. You never really identify him as an individual until they made the anime. And then they just made him really weird and gave him a lot of weird, like, quirks. And that somehow defined his character in future games. Prinny, I'm not gonna set this to auto fight. That would be a little too sad.
That's what you're worried about?
I should at least put in an effort.
Yo, Senpai! I got us some seats.
Although you have to wonder if this game is canon, because P4 Golden is canon, right? Indeed, Golden Werewolf. Well, it depends how much you like visual novel commentaries, right? Can't say those are the best things.
That's pretty impressive, Kanji. Especially for you.
Damn it, Ted! Leave the especially for you part out next time.
Huh. Actually, the replacement for kanji is pretty spot on.
Alright, break it up! No fighting, guys! Let's go, Yukun.
Right.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Yu Narukami is actually voiced by a Power Ranger, is that correct? Like the Black Ranger from the second team, like the Asian dude, if I'm not mistaken?
So it's a great day out and,
Dude, I don't think this is the time for that.
well, how else should I start off? Look at the size of this crowd.
I'd say I made the right call showing up like this. If I came in my usual costume, the little kids would be swarming my
Johnny Young Bosch.
bod. I'd be mobbed.
Yeah, no, Matt Mercer's doing a pretty good job on kanji.
Oh yes, I've seen how the children tear off your fur from time to time.
Wow! Are you being nice to me, Yuki-chan? Has our love finally blossomed?
Huh? Of course it hasn't.
Shot down as always.
It's because you never learn.
Well, let's get down to business. We didn't get to talk much yesterday after all.
If it's been 3 days since Persona 4 Arena, I'd say they haven't really made much ground on their investigation, come to think of it. Isn't you only in town for like a week?
Don't worry about the crowd. Let's start the investigation team meeting anyway.
Huh.
Yeah, though we are missing 2 people.
It's just not the same without our full roster of pretty girls. Oh, not only Rise-chan, but Nao-chan couldn't be here either.
Well, it's not like the other day, where we just lost contact with Rise.
Mm-hmm. She seems really busy. She said she had work during the holidays, too. At least we got to talk to her yesterday. Yeah, Nato-kun's job is keeping her busy, too. I guess it's the same old for them. Nato-kun knew things about what happened that not even we did. Apparently she knew about Mitsuru-san and her friends from the start.
In retrospect, maybe live streaming one of these style
Thanks to
story
her,
modes
we got
isn't
some
the
good
best idea.
information.
It's really hard to want to cut in and banter.
Well then, let's get everyone up to speed on what happened using that info.
Oh, this is the recap section.
What was it that started it all? Midnight Channel again, I guess. I thought I was dreaming for a good chunk of it, so it's not really hitting me.
Rise doing stuff herself. That is kind of weird. Come to think, oh, it's my piss. Yeah, no, that's true. Sorry, referencing Prinny's comment here. I could see why a lot of guys do their Let's Plays in like duos or with like teams of other people around, because it is really hard to kind of just inspire yourself to just come up with commentary by yourself, especially during like weird lulls like this.
So who exactly was it that put Labrys inside the TV? And why?
If I remember right, in the last game, there were supposedly 2 antagonists involved.
First,
One,
I thought the culprit was
my
jealous of
theory
my
might have been
popularity and
Ikutsuki,
tried to
but
break us friends up.
who knows about that one. The other guy, I guess there's someone who has the ability to like create fake shadows. I remember reading on a bunch of forums that like, they think it's Joker from Persona 2. I never actually played that one, so I don't know how closely it ties into the mythos here.
But that was
If I'm not mistaken... Oh. Yeah, you know Golden Werewolf, I did that a couple times. Like, that was a lot of fun, but I think we're both kind of past Marvel lately. That would be a funny thought, but I don't think he would appreciate it. The biggest enemy is Teddy.
Their goal was to disrupt our hearts by making
You've
us
been
hate
very
each other,
generous
and
lately,
then steal
though.
our personas after they return to being
He gave
shadows.
Labrys to,
Naruto said as much too.
I don't know. Turning them back
he gave
to
Labrys
shadows
to his
and
best
stealing
partner,
them.
so...
That doesn't sound like something just
Oh,
anyone
Proto
could pull
Steel
off.
Goal, welcome. I hope you don't expect too much because I'm having... I haven't done one of these live in a long time, so bear with me. P4 has a deep... What are you talking about, Demon Dude? P4 has an excellent harem.
Maybe not, but we know for certain that the culprit was using that method to try and gather powerful shadows.
Gathering shadows, huh? That's definitely not something any normal person would do.
Yeah, Yosuke. P3 girls. Ah! Oh god, Demon Dude. Are you one of those guys who's like straight up all about Mitsuru? I know she's popular, but it's a little too cliche. Come on, Demon Dude. P4 has like all the homely girls, you know? They're all girls next door, so they're like, you could see that. Although I will agree with you on the Pink Ranger Yukari, that's pretty awesome. The best thing, I feel like the best thing about this game is that steak. The best thing about this game is that the fact that the P3 characters grew up. And like, I love any sort of story that has kind of a lapse in time and you actually see some sort of like, you know, development that makes sense with their character. Which is especially rare when you consider in like Japanese entertainment. People under 20 aren't allowed to be heroes. This is the truth. Like, if you watch anime, they're all in high school, you know, but you never have anyone over 20. If they're over 20, they're constantly being made fun of for being old. It's very sad. So this is like one of those rare exceptions. In which case, the Persona 3 characters are like 20 or 21, so not that far off.
reminds me, how are things inside the TV?
Still the same. It should go back to normal eventually, but the P1 Grand Prix had such an effect that it's still noisy there.
Power Rangers. The Power Rangers weren't in college. What are you talking about?
Oh, but
They were teenagers with attitude, remember? There are no teenagers in college. Unless you count Doogie Howser. Actually, I think he was in elementary still.
it's hard to say for sure, but I sense these weird presences. They feel kind of like shadows, but not really.
Weird presences? You mean there's something strange in there?
I don't really know.
What could it be? The culprit, maybe?
Maybe,
I gotta say, I'm
but
glad they
maybe
swapped out
not.
Chia. Like, Jay Mooney's is not all about that Labrys. I'm all about the Igus, thank you very much. Best girl in the Persona series. But Chia's voice actor, their swap was a lot better than the original P4 Chia. She almost sounded like a mom, which drove me nuts for the entire series. Like, her voice actor was the reason I never put her in my party.
Huh? How would that make sense? The culprit wasn't a Persona user, right?
He did say that he used Labrys because he couldn't enter the TV.
See, this is where it gets really confusing in the storyline, just because we had those alternate paths in the last game. So are they talking about the guy who remote-controlled Labrys, or the guy who made fake shadows of other people? I wonder if the prequel DLC narrows it down. That'd be really useful.
So, wouldn't that mean this weird thing Ted's talking about can't be our bad guy? Or maybe the culprit can shove people into a TV even though he's not a Persona user.
Man, their replacement for Kanji's really good. Like, if I didn't hear about this, I probably would have just assumed it was the same guy. Like, that's how good this guy's doing.
What is it?
It's something Naota said.
Huh. Golden, who are you talking about when you say Junet? Are you talking about the actual mall? Like the mall is the best wife, best waifu? I mean, I know every day is great, but
There's so much we don't know.
But no matter what the culprit was trying to do, if he was after us in the TV world, I doubt this case will wrap itself up.
I agree. Oh, then does that mean...
Too bad for Mitsuru-san, but we're gonna ignore her request not to get involved.
that's a shame. I was kind of hoping they were going to go to Polonium Island. That would have been... Or Polonia? June's the store. No way, it's about those steak croquettes down in the shopping district.
Ah, so the investigation team's back in business.
Yep. Feel a little bad doing this to Mitsuru-san, but we can't just leave this be. We can fight too. And heck, this is our town, so it's practically our duty to do this.
Sorry, XX Narukami, he got replaced, but you really can't tell, can you? Troy Baker is like the Wolverine of voice acting. He's part of like 9 different affiliations. 9 different franchises at once. It's ridiculous.
Plus, I can't sit on the sidelines after seeing what this culprit did to my world. It had gotten so peaceful thanks to you guys.
So it's decided.
I mean,
We have to return
I'd
the
say this
favor
is
because you
pretty
stopped
easy gig for
strange
Johnny Young
outfits,
Bosch
too.
since, well, he probably didn't get to do very much in P4, I mean, let's be honest. Although, actually, did he voice Adachi? Because they did sound kind of similar now that I think about it.
That makes me so mad! What was that carnivore whose discarded womanhood stuff all about? I could swear people cross the street now when they see me!
Really? I was actually pretty impressed.
Huh? Is that how you think of me, Yukon?
No, that's not what I meant.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, no, I thought those two sounded similar, I just couldn't really tell.
That reminds me. You seem to like that sister complex kingpin.
I was actually kind of shocked to find out Yosuke was Yuri Lowen, because
Did he?
I kind of cringe at the thought of that
Have you
actor
awakened to a
just
new
because of
man?
how he did Haseo
Should
and
I call him Kingpin
Dot
from
Hack.
now on?
It kind of bothered me, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes ignorance is bliss like that.
This sure has turned out to be some golden week. And after you took the time to come see us.
No kidding. Shit got stirred up the day you came back. Like someone planned it that way.
That actually does still bother me a bit.
Wait, are you serious, Prinny? You did all those guys? God, I hated Pharos. Ben 10.
What do you mean?
Oh, I guess the timing? It's like whoever did this was waiting for you to come back.
Dang. If Junis was in trouble, I'd jump through my tubes. You mean Junis-tan? No, that's true, Prinny. I was surprised it was Yuri, although now that you mention it, it does make a lot of sense.
Well, I guess there's no need to think about that now. Oh yeah.
To a certain degree, I'm kind of glad they didn't. Well, I wouldn't have minded a dubbed version of the Persona 3 movie. But they would have had to replace the main character. I don't think I would have stood Yuri doing voice acting for like 2 hours.
She's
At least
always
not as
surprised.
Yosuke.
It looked like she was buying something at Sozai Daigaku the other day.
What? Nobody told Emi-chan that Sensei was visiting?
Well, it is Marie-chan we're talking about. I'm sure she's noticed that
Oh.
Yukon's back.
Persona 4 Golden's canon. We finally confirmed it. Prinny, Troy Baker's probably going to voice Persona 5. He's going to voice everyone. They'll just cut down the voice cast, so it's just one guy now.
Huh? Then, why hasn't she shown up? I mean, if she knew that Senpai's back, you'd think she'd be the first to show.
Where did that lightning come from
Oh.
all of a sudden?
That probably means Mary's there then.
Oh, look at those insane rain clouds. It's gonna start pouring soon.
Actually,
for
what's
sure.
really interesting, I was playing a bit of Versus earlier. If you play with Marie, it starts raining during the second round. Like, that's pretty awesome. Like, it's that attention to detail I love about this game. Even if it may not be the most popular fighting game, or the funnest. Funnest isn't really a word, by the way. It's just, they pay attention to a lot of the little details.
Jeez, the weather report has been
There aren't many
way
games
off
that
the
do
mark
that
lately.
these days.
Oh, sorry, that's mine. Hello? Oh, Kase-san.
That reminds me, Labrys is a robot.
Oh,
right?
seriously, Prinny? Is that like, is that like a comeback, or like does that only happen when she like loses the first round? Oh, that's what that thing is.
Nah, I doubt it. The Kirijo group developed her after all. and they were
Okay, I didn't know
good.
about that, Prinny. That super thing's kind of a huge deal then.
Mid-chan's group sure is amazing. Her stuff is way better than Junes brand electronics.
Dancing All Night and Q confirmed canon. Can't get P4AU to be confirmed as alternate universe. Well, that depends, Proto Steel. Do you believe in multiverse theory?
Shut up! And don't go dissing your own employer.
Labrys is with Mitsuru-san and her friends, right? I wonder how she's doing.
It's only been 3 days.
Don't worry, I'm sure she's doing fine. If all goes well, we'll see her again in no time.
Seems possible we might meet up with Labrys again somewhere soon. Damn, it's gonna be... I'm thinking maybe I should read some of this stuff, but I don't know if I can do a Yu Narukami voice. That's a little... Then again, we're doing this without Mitsuru-san's permission, so I can't say I'm eager to run into them.
Yeah, you're right.
Man.
I should stop being such a worrywart.
You have to admit, like, he stretches out his words
Looks like
quite a
Yukiko
bit.
Senpai's off the phone.
Oh, welcome back, Yukiko. What was the call about?
It was the end. It seems a group of our guests is still out. We didn't have any umbrellas ready for them, so I think a lot of them will come back drenched. Sorry, I have
This
to
is
go
like
back
the
for-
worst investigation ever.
Oh, right.
They like...
I forgot this is a busy time for the Amagi.
They wait 3 days to act on anything, and they're like getting screwed up by weather.
Actually, shouldn't we be heading home ourselves?
And you has to go back home in
Keep
like
shop
3
ahead,
days.
Keep raining into the
This
night.
is like terrible progress. And now Kanji wants to go home.
Things not
That's
gonna
terrible.
go on again, is it?
Oh, actually, that's true. They do need the Midnight Channel to make progress, at least.
In any case,
And her Yu's got a different, more action-oriented voice. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I haven't seen the English dub anime, though. I'm really curious how he voiced it.
Okay, I'll see you out here tomorrow. And I'll make sure to let Rise-chan know too.
Did you get to play with Shadow Teddy yet? No, I have not, although I like the intros and like the victory poses. Like, I really like the creepy Teddy version they
I'll
use.
call up Naoto-kun, though I don't know yet if she'll be able to make it.
Cool deal. Well, see you guys tomorrow.
Golden Werewolf asks, Jay, you gonna help me? It shows up as 3 stars, so I don't really know what that is. That could be something really innocuous or something really terrible, but I will say that I will play against Lee when Smash comes out, assuming I can even, like, get our schedules to align. At the least, I'll try to video bomb him while he's live streaming, so we'll see what happens. Let's see.
What do you think, Yosuke, about the timing of all of this?
Oh, that. I don't know, I might be overthinking.
Protosteel, the obvious solution is because he'll always play Link. You have to use someone with a physical counter and just spam counters on him. So he'll essentially kill himself.
If the culprit happens to know you, would that give some hint of who it might be?
See, it's dialogue like this that makes me kind of wish I didn't watch all those trailers leading up to the release of the game. Because we know Adachi's involved in this story. And lines like that make me instantly think of him.
Is it possible?
Oh, never mind. I guess that was supposed to be straightforward.
Adachi-san?
Use other self, technically. I'm not gonna lie. Among all the characters in Persona 4, Adachi was probably my favorite. And if you haven't been watching the Persona 4 Golden anime, the episode focusing on him is actually really good. You would be surprised.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Sorry. I wasn't trying to weird you out.
Huh.